Hey everybody, Asher here, back with some more Hearthstone, where it is the grand tournament, and we're going to be playing a deck that I know a lot of people have been looking forward to, and that is Dragon Priest, the new edition, the updated edition here. And I've been experimenting with this deck a little bit. Obviously it's still early on and things still need to settle down, but here is the deck that at least I've been working with a little bit. I've tried to experiment with sort of some Light Bomb, some Cabal, Shadow Priest, Shrinkmeister combos, but so far this is the deck I kind of want to give a shot, at least for a video here. It does have a few little combos with it, including Run Blackhand with all the other dragons to destroy legendary minions. Then you have Chillmaw, which is a great addition because it's a dragon with taunt, and usually you're holding a dragon, so you can do 3 additional damage. Sylvanas and Ysera don't need much introduction, neither do Blackwing Corruptors. And then there's 2 Azure Drakes, which is mainly for the card draw. The spell power is a bonus if you can get it in there, because it doesn't affect the hero power for Auchenai Soul Priest. You'll note that I'm not running 2 Blackwing Technicians. I could. I'm not sure if the 1 health is better than the threat of the Death Rattle. But sometimes the turn 3 play is the Dark Cultist, and that's just what's on the board. My hope usually is to get some kind of Wyrmrest Argent out earlier, Twilight. Well, this deck does have a lot of dragons, but when I was testing the deck before, trying to put in the Auchenai Circle of Healing combo, I found that it could get a little overwhelmed. I mean, I could keep up with the taunts and everything, but without a reliable board clear from the circle potential combo, I was running out of steam, so I'm hoping that changes here. But this deck is just called Roar for now. I'm sure it's a more clever name. I will have it posted on the right here, but let's go ahead and dive into some ranked games. You'll note that my rank is pretty low so far, so the matchups that I get are a little wacky, because it is rank 16 land, rank 15 land, because I haven't played as much this month. But let's go ahead and see what antics we can get into with Dragon Priest. Alright, so it's versus Rogue, and once again, because we are in the low levels of ranked play, things can get a little bit terrifying in terms of what we're going to see. I'm really debating keeping Circle here, but I think it's the right move not to. Yeah, with this deck, because there's so many dragons in it, I'm a little more cavalier about keeping versus dumping dragons in my opening hand, whereas Dragon Priest before, you really needed to keep the dragons. But see right here, I already have a dragon. Ysera's going to stick in my hand a long time. I was running Cro-Magus as well, and I may put Cro-Magus in, but at least for now I found that by the time I was able to get his effect up... Oh good, it's Mech Rogue, which could be a thing. I will take that draw, thank you. Chillmaw, good as well. Chillmaw is really nice when you have Ysera in hand as well, because that means, well, you're going to have a dragon in your hand pretty much no matter what. So this is going to be aggro time. I get it now. Okay, Twilight Whelp. Yes, could be good. I mean, the Twilight Whelp's probably just going to die. I could Thought Steal, but I feel like getting my board up is a little bit more important. So we'll grab a second card draw here. And this is a better play. This is why we go for the card draw first. Would love to get the Power Word Shield out too, but he's not going to get a clean kill. He's either going to have to weapon into this, or attack into it, or spell into it. I mean, rogues have a lot of answers, and he hasn't cleared any of my board yet, but because he's Mech Rogue, which once again, we're at rank 16 land, so you're going to get some different decks. Things could get pretty interesting here before long. So many. Now you may remember from the card pool video that I did get Confessor as well. I'm not playing Confessor in this deck because it doesn't really fit with the dragons as much. I did get Dust to craft Chillmaw. Actually, I did pull Varian 2 packs later from Gold, which is exciting, except that I just crafted Varian with Dust, so I lost a lot. Wow, this is really interesting. Okay. That is also a thing you can do. That is really tempting to play this turn. But the stronger play... Let's see here. We don't really have a board clear right now. Stronger plays probably to build my board. I've gotten enough draws out of this. I don't really hang on to it very hard. Holy Nova, beautiful for next turn. Kind of changes what I'm doing here just a little bit. Dark Cultist too, that's good. Might as well get the little guy on the board. Now the question is, do I drop this guy anyway when I have a Holy Nova next turn? Or do I go after this one? I mean, it's not... If I attack into this, he can trade with the mech.
Quickly.
So I guess we'll just do this.
Right away.
Don't know why I was thinking that Spider Tank had 3 health instead of 2. Ugh. But yeah, Twilight Guardian is fantastic. I don't know why I didn't highlight Twilight Guardian before. Twilight Guardian and Wyrmrest Argent are really cards that make this deck because they're dragons with taunt. They're conditional taunts. 4 for 2/6 is not awesome to have to play, but if you have to play it, you can. 2 for 1/4, not awesome, but if you have to play it, you can. But when you make a deck that's pretty much going to guarantee that you have dragons in your hand, you're good. And look at how much card draw I have so far, so that's pretty nice. As we just have lots to think about here. Gotta fear the Holy Nova next turn just a little bit.
Lurks?
Okay. That is a thing that you can do as well. So he is going for us to trade.
I'll choose soon.
I do have some choices here. I could drop this, heal this. I can't really kill anything this turn. I could go for more healing. I feel like since I can't really trade very well, other than a Holy Nova that's not going to 2 for 1, it's probably better to build my board. So I can get the Northshire Cleric back out. Have not seen a Dark Iron Skulker in a long time. That's really decent. Yeah, I'm just going to face this. Because this could potentially 2 for 1, or if he cards into a bunch of stuff. Because I still have not seen any hard removal from this guy, which worries me just a little bit. There we go. And if he really wants to trade a 5 mana card for 2 1 mana cards here, he can be my guest. I've gotten more than enough card draw. But see, he still has all the mana. Well, hello, Emperor. I'll tell you, a Shadow Word Death would be really timely right now. Well, there we go. That is just what the doctor ordered. Alright. Thank you, Skillstone Hot Picking. And let's put the Dark Cultist on here. It's always better to have a board versus Rogue, even if I don't get use out of the Death Rattle. Which maybe on a blank board, Dark Cultist is better to play versus Blackwing Technician. Or Blackwing Technician's better. Oh, there we go. Well, it was Mech Rogue. I shouldn't be that surprised. Is he going to stealth it too? Really? Well, that is cute. Well, I got a buddy for you. Okay, I don't want to risk getting boom botted.
My
here,
fate
so.
is sealed.
Face, that's good. This is why we play Rend. People said Rend was terrible before. But at the same time, it is an 8/4 for 7 that destroys a legendary. So yes, he did gang up and have a lot of stuff off the board, but... 1 Boombot versus this board. Decent. Okay, so Betrayal. Interesting. This is the very rank 16 deck. This is a very rank 16 deck. I never, ever... I have not seen somebody play Betrayal except for an arena in such a long time. Oh, this is cute.
Come close and listen.
All right, that's gonna be a problem. Not a huge one, but it's gonna be a problem. Is it worth Holy Nova-ing here? Because that's the only removal I have right now. Well, he's spent.
I wonder.
So I can probably get away with this. Yeah, let's do that. Holy Nova, Thought Steal. Those are some good pickups. When you Thought Steal against the rogue, you always don't want a weapon or poison, deadly poison. So he has nothing to play but attack the face. Yeah, I was really thinking Rand might live this time, but the betrayal betrayed me. So there we go. Okay, got the Auchenai clear if I need it. I could spend all my mana and just eviscerate this right now. That may not be a terrible move. Chillmaw denies it. I should have. Did I really expect the dragon to say anything else? Guess not. So, betrayal, it's a thing. Can he deal with the 6/6 dragon that does 3 damage to minions if he elects to drop something on the board? Well, he can do that. Now the question for me is, do I just want to run this into Dr. Boom and kill it? That's probably not a terrible play, because that'll open up Ysera for me. So let's do that. Boom. I've had worse boom bots. What was that? 3 damage. Good. Blackling Corruptor as well. See, I have so many dragons in my hand that it's just activation is not a problem. And this is a dragon too! Alright. Good turns are coming. And I have the Soul Priest clear if needed, which is probably more reliable than Liable. Assassinate. Once again, very rank 16 deck. Very, very rank 16 deck. I'm not offended. It's like you play what you have to play when you're rank 16, and the struggle is real because you're playing against a bunch of people that are like me that have a shit ton of legendaries all over the place. So we'll just heal up in case he has any shenanigans coming. Try and get the Twilight Guardian taunt out if I can. Didn't want to play the piloted Shredder into the Maw either. But this is a good card to get because it lets me continue to activate. So there's piloted Shredder as well. He does have gang up with even more. Well, I guess I can't be too offended for him or at him because he does have Dr. Boom.
I wield the power.
And that is a 2/2, so we can definitely do this. What would I rather do? This is probably.
Are you mocking me?
Then we just go for the face. I mean, Dragon Priest is, you know what? It's not quite a control deck. It feels more like a tempo deck to me. At least in that you have a lot of early taunts. You can play on curve pretty well, and then once the game turns, you want to go for face, which is pretty much where I'm at right here. So Deadly Poison. He doesn't have Blade Flurry. So is this lethal? 9. Oh, that's lethal. Alright. Because we got this. Holy Nova. What?
I don't have enough mana.
Alright. I thought I counted that wrong. I really, really thought I counted that wrong. I forgot about the 2 mana for here, but I was like, oh yeah, I can just play all these and then Holy Nova.
I give up.
Well, hey, win's a win. Let's see what game we have next, because that's how Dragon Priestly works, but a very interesting deck to play up against. Let's play again. Roar! Alright, Jaina here, rank 16 again, which means we are mulliganing this entire hand. Except for the Wyrmrest Argent, we want to get 1 dragon. I maybe should... Okay, well, we got a Thought Steal in here. We got 1 dragon. This is not going to be a turn 1 Twilight Whelp, because it's our only dragon kicker right now. Which, that's where Twilight Whelp's still okay. It can be a 1-turn play. Right now, I do have a decent curve. I could Dark Cultist next turn, but that's probably not as good as the Wyrmrest Argent if we just play on curve. As what card back is that? I feel like I should remember what card back that is. Seems familiar, but I can't remember. Yeah, okay, and once again, if you want to use the Flame Cannon to kill my Cleric, you are welcome.
Mocking me?
You are welcome to do that. So +1 and taunt. You really don't want to play these unless you have a dragon, unless you absolutely have to. It's not like other cards where it's like, well, it's a 2-drop anyway. This 2-drop and the other 2-drop just aren't as good.
Portals online.
Alright. Do I coin here? At least get this down.
Stand ready.
I think it's probably worth my time. Good. I like that a lot.
You think this is funny?
Go face. Not going to give him an easier trade than he otherwise might already have. If he has to fireball into it anyway, then let him fireball. So next turn could be a decent thought skill thing. So we got Spider Tank instead. Okay. Well, I wasn't going to kill that guy anyway, so... Not a ton I can do this turn. I can Thought Steal. I do have another dragon, so I can drop this down, so that is alright.
My fate
Mech
is
Warper
sealed.
dies first.
You think this is funny?
Alright. What else do we got? Oh! I don't have any mechs. This is a dragon deck, but it is Mech Mage, so this is good practice. Maybe I shouldn't have gone face. Maybe I should have attacked into the Harvest Golem. We'll see if I get punished for that next turn. So I do have Holy Nova. I do have the turn 10 Dream. There's our Fireball. So he's obviously going to kill this turn and waste the Death Rattle. Which once again, maybe that's where I should be using Blackwing Technician instead. But this does give me a 2 for 1.5 on this turn, which is good enough for me when I have another turn. Maybe not the most optimal play, but Sylvanas on 6 sets up a troublesome turn 7 for him. Or turn 8 if he's playing Roman. Hey, chugga chugga. Still think Sylvanas is pretty good here. I could play this, but I'm going to play Sylvanas.
I have no time for games.
Because with the Shredder out, he's not going to be able to clean kill it. It's not going to stop him from trying.
I am ready.
Alright. This is one way to deal with Sylvanas, is to go ahead and dump your hand. Or not. Oh, here, remember, he was an aggro deck at heart. Okay. That's cute. We'll just do it this way, then.
Let none survive.
Trying to set up the big old flame strike. So if he wants to kill Sylvanas and potentially steal something, he can.
I can't do that.
Probably better just to heal myself. Assuming that card's Flame Strike. Which is a little bit of an assumption. That's decent. That's good for me. That's interesting. Alright. The only problem with Holy Nova is that it doesn't play as nice with other cards right here. So let's see. Ren Blackhand, you're not doing me a lot of good right now. I don't think I can wait a few turns to try and Holy Nova this all the way down. You're still frozen, which is exciting. Okay, so there is the possibility of that on the back end. Let's go ahead and play
I
you.
can fix anything.
And we will, in fact,
I can't do that.
just so he doesn't get a free Sylvanas. He's got a lot of stuff on the board. He could play Golmec or whatever that new legendary's name is and do 4 damage for fun and profit, which may be what he's holding right there. Second Annoyatron. As they say, so annoying. Are you actually going to Fire Blast your... I'm sure that's not the play. Okay, he's going to go face. Please go face with everybody. That would be beautiful. Just ignore the spell power creature that is in front of you. That would be lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Your greed will be your undoing. He still has 5 mana though, so... Alright, we can make this happen.
Let none survive.
Is someone injured?
Yes, I will draw 3, thank you. 3 bonus damage. Probably no reason for anything. That's why you keep your holy notice there. Like I said, it's a bonus when you can get the Azure Drake on there. He could have killed it. He should have killed it, but he didn't. And I don't think he has double Pyroblast in there right now, but if he does, I'm gonna be impressed. Alright. So what do we do here with this? Let's
Right away.
draw 1 more. Okay, 2 Shadow Word Deaths, so that'll take care of most of what else could come out.
I wield the power.
It's a little vulnerable to
None
Flame Strike.
survive.
But if he doesn't have Flame Strike, well, because he can Flame Strike here at power, fireball damage.
My apologies.
All right, so that's another win. I could have turned it around on turn 10 anyway. I might not have been able to catch up in time. The mistake was leaving my board up as Mech Mage. Mech Mage is an aggro deck, but aggro is not the same as face. Let's get one more game in.
Let the hunt begin.
The light shall bring victory.
Right, what time is it? It's Hunter time. And versus Hunter, I do keep 1 Holy Nova. I'm going to keep the Dark Cultist, but I'm going to hope for a little more early game. This is perfect. This is freaking perfect. Alright. So Shadow Word Death is probably going to be a dead card, but no reason to coin out anything
Greetings,
right now, as I have a
traveler.
dog strangely sitting on my foot once again. So we have lots of taunts. He could actually try, if this baits out his Hunter's Mark, that's okay. So Wyrmrest Argent, fantastic 2-drop. Think about 2/4 with a taunt. That's great. Now the problem is that I need to draw a dragon within 2 cards. The chances of that are likely, but I've had my deck not do that before. Unfortunately, if this is Aggro Hunter, these Shadow Word Deaths are probably dead cards. But I don't like cutting. I don't like cutting. They are hard removal. There's a dragon. Now I don't want to put much more than 3 creatures against this guy, because it is a hunter. And there is Unleash the Hounds as a thing. But once again, look at this beautiful curve. 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5. Or heal plus Shadow Word Death if it comes down to it. But I think I will put the 2 taunts up and call it a minion time. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see if that's Freezing Trap. Probably Freezing Trap.
My fate is sealed.
It's not Freezing Trap. But we'll take the card draw.
Is someone injured?
Alright. Almost forgot to attack.
Funny!
So now look at this turn 5 as well. Like I said, it's very much a tempo deck. And I love tempo decks. Probably my favorite archetype to play. Although Control Warrior is a lot of fun too, and Control Priest is a lot of fun too. And those are some cards, those are some decks I'll be highlighting as well. But tempo is definitely the type of deck that I have the most experience with. And right now I'm very concerned that he has nothing on the board.
My eyes are open.
I know my rule was to try and avoid Unleash the Hounds as much as possible. I mean, there's a few ways I could do this. Probably the strongest way
I wield
is
the
just
power.
this. Because if he unleashes hard,
My fate is sealed.
Right away.
if he unleashes, well, right now, first I've got to pay attention because I'm down to 20 life already. And this deck, if you notice, doesn't include any flash heals. But surely he's got to play here turn 6. If he's just waiting for a big lock and load play, you may have waited too late.
I wonder.
Put this apple on your head.
Knife Juggler into Unleash.
Don't mess with
Oh, no. That's unfortunate. So this is someone who doesn't quite have the card budget that I have, which is too bad. Well, we're gonna have to make this hurt just a little bit, I guess. Replace a card. I'm just gonna be too far ahead to not do this. Make cards at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this will cause me to overdraw if I don't play coin.
You think this is my fantasy?
That minion already attacked.
Death to the pretender.
Okay. Mini dragons. Gotta always watch when you Northshire Cleric to not go full Northshire. Whatever that means. So he does have an Arcane Golem. So that's where I have my bed with taunt. What's your next play is what I want to know. Well, the thing is that I can kill him next turn, so it doesn't really matter. Unless he has some big saving thing, I can kill him just straight from this. Okay, that's another trap. So I think this is an aggro deck where the draw went very, very poorly, because those cards are from the end there. That's just too bad. Well, that's Dragon Priest anyway. I guess I can stream it a little bit later and try and show you all just a little bit more, but I think that's sufficient time to give you the idea. It's a deck that can go pretty well into late game, and I'll pull it up here one more time. Oh, let's not delete it. But yeah, it's a lot stronger for having the Auchenized Circle in there. I think that is better. I still like Rend. Some people would say replace Rend with something else, maybe something lower on the curve. But I think this curve is weird as it looks. A lot of 1-drops, a lot of 3-drops, a lot of 5-drops. It works okay. It does have good endgame with Ysera. But because it's a tempo, it has decent endgame in Ysera. But because it's a tempo deck, you want to out-tempo your opponent. By the time it gets to the endgame, you need to be the one with the advantage. So don't play it like a controlled priest. I'll be doing controlled priest later. But that's it for now. This is Asher. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, we'll quickly highlight a few of the cards here. Wyrmrest Argent is very important. Unfortunately, Twilight Guardian is an epic, but it is well worth it if you're going to be playing Dragon Warrior or Dragon Priest, or inevitably some other dragon decks that'll come up. And Chillmaw, one of the legendaries to look out for. I've been a fan of what I've seen so far. You only got to see him really in one game, but once again, it was a good 7-mana answer to Dr. Boom, which counts for something. But that's it for now. This is Asher. Thanks for watching. See you next time with more Hearthstone and other stuff as well. Don't worry, it's coming. Feel free to comment. See you next time.